first global qualifiers and Asia Cup. How do you feel about those achievements?
I mean, it's really, adding feathers in your cap, and whatever you get, it keeps adding onto your profile. So this is something great, and I have accepted it with my both hands. I'm really, really glad that I'm part of this handful set of girls, who are really, really talented, and looking forward, we are aiming really high, and I'm sure with this constant effort that we are thriving on the field, it will take us to where we are thinking. So I'm really proud at it.
You started playing cricket because of the influence of your father and your brother. What are your early memories with cricket?
Well, it's I can say, any Indian sort of who has started playing at a younger age is the gully cricket. So for me also, there's nothing different than that. I also started playing with my brother and my father, who always had given me the opportunity. They never treated me as a girl. They said, okay, we are equal. And that's something that has given me the confidence over a period of years. And then I used to play with boys also. And, luckily I got a good set of people around me who have always treated me well and given me equal opportunities. So I think playing my gully cricket is something that I relish the most, and it's always there in the back of my mind.
Then you went on to play for Jammu and Kashmir in the Indian domestic cricket system. How was that journey, and how was it playing domestic cricket in the obscurity back then?
So hadn't I played Jammu and Kashmir, that was my inception, and a person never forgets their roots from where they belong to. It was very special for me क्योंकि अगर मैंने वहाँ से शुरू नहीं किया होता तो आज मैं यहाँ पर नहीं होती. Starting at a low level where I was considered as the juniors, and then I started playing at the nationals and then senior team. So it has given me a lot of confidence. I know the levels a player has to go through. So वहाँ से खेलना, it was like a turning point in my life, जहाँ से मैंने अपने basics सीखे, अपने fundamentals सीखे, and then वही सब लेके I've come to UAE, and by God's grace I've got this opportunity to lead the UAE side. So अगर मैं उसके बारे में सोचूं तो it's always on top of my mind. I mean, I can never forget my roots.
In 2009, you took a decision to leave cricket to pursue teaching in Dubai. How difficult was that move?
Well, in 2009 the story was different, and if you think about 2022, I've left my teaching and I've pursued my cricket. So that's different. It's like things keep changing, and then you have to prioritize the things which are there in your life. I've done the same thing, because at the moment I just want to think about cricket, because there are ऐसी opportunity, it's a lifetime opportunity. Who would get to play the Asia Cup with the elite teams, So we are really lucky, and we are really working hard towards it. So अभी जब ये मौका मिला है तो I just want to escape everything else. जो भी रास्ते में आ रहा है उसको खत्म करना है, and I just want to move ahead.
What brought you back to cricket and took you to leading the UAE side?
For me, I think once a cricketer is always a cricketer. You can't stop yourself from playing the cricket. अगर आपने एक बार क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू किया, आप उसको छोड़ नहीं सकते हो. It's just constantly looking at the kit bag which is kept in the corner of your room. आप उसको देखते रहते हो, and you feel like whatever you've done, you can't just do that. And then somehow I picked up the bat again, and then I made a decision. I was like, no, I can't stay away from this. This is my second life, and I can't be without it. So वापस से बैट उठाया, वापस से चालू किया, वापस से खेलना शुरू किया, and then see where am I today. So it's just you have to grab the opportunities. जो भी आपके रास्ते में आता है उसको ले लो और बस कर लो.
What was it finally making your international debut in 2017 after all this struggle? How difficult was it to juggle cricket with your job?
I wouldn't say it was a piece of cakewalk, because it took a lot of toil out of me. I mean, cricket is a game that demands a lot of things. आपको सिर्फ आके यहाँ खड़ा नहीं हो जाता, and then teaching in UAE is also very demanding. You have to prepare everything in advance, and then coping up with those sort of things was not easy to do. So I just took time, and then slowly and gradually मेरे को समझ में आया कि दोनों चीज़ में बैलेंस कैसे करना है. And that's only the time management that helped me at that moment, just to prioritize when it is school time, school का काम खत्म करना है. जब cricket में आ गए, the moment I enter this boundary ring, I forget everything. So it's just the time management that helped me, and prioritizing my things is something that has really helped me.
How do you look at the growth of cricket in UAE? Also, how much of a difference in standards is there between an associate member and a full member nation?
Well, if I talk about cricket in UAE, it's really coming up. People are सब लोग की आंखें खुल चुकी हैं. Like there is cricket in UAE. Like if I remember when I came to UAE in 2010, hardly anybody knew that UAE had a team called cricket, that too in women's. So it was sort of very alien thing in UAE. But then आजकल में, if you see at the grassroots level, we have a lot of girls who are coming up. In schools also they have started cricket as their game, and a lot of activities are happening around. So what I can see is like the future in UAE cricket is really flourishing. In the coming years, I can see UAE, hoping to see UAE at the top, because the kind of opportunities that we all are getting, like we got an opportunity to play the fair break also, and then many other players are playing other tournaments as well. So looking at all those perspectives, I feel that cricket in UAE बहुत आगे जाने वाला है. So if I talk about the difference between associate nations and the full members, I can't say that we are not being provided the facilities. Obviously, we are also getting a lot of things that we needed, especially at the time of tournament. It's good. I mean, the facilities like ICC and indoor cricket that you see here, it's amazing. Nowhere else in the world you'll get these opportunities and these facilities to play. So I can feel that in being in UAE, हम लोग बहुत lucky हैं, because ये सारी facilities हम लोग को मिलता है, which is like icing on the cake.
UAE has a mix of players from various age groups. As a senior player, how do you feel about leading a lot of younger, talented players?
Well, it is the strength of UAE, having a mixed blend of youngsters and the senior players. Because youngsters are the young blood, they are always aggressive, and to keep them down, उनको calm down करने के लिए हमारे पास senior players भी हैं. Sometimes they get over aggressive, and that's where the senior players come into the practice. And then that kind of aggressiveness is also required. So it's a balance of both, and then it is it's the speciality of UAE women's team that we have a huge blend of all those things, and I'm really proud to lead them from the front. Whatever you tell them, they are ready to follow. So that's something amazing.
How much of a difference in the current environment players have from the times you started playing?
Obviously there is a lot of difference. जैसे आप tournaments में participate करने लगते हो, and then if you're playing with the elite group, like we know that we're going to compete against India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, which is not the easier team. So obviously your setup changes. The kind of practices that you are doing from past so many years, all of them they start changing. हम लोग अपने आप को modify करने लगते हैं, हमारे setups change हो जाते हैं, हमारी conditioning बढ़ जाती है, हमारी fitness पे ज़्यादा ध्यान हो जाता है. So all those sort of things, they start developing, and which is really good, and that's why we can see UAE flourishing, and that's a really good sign for the future.
What are your team goals and individual goal heading into the global qualifiers?
Well, if I talk about my individual goals, I know what my role in the team is, so I just have to follow my role and do as per the requirement. If I need to bat, I know I have to bat to the end. If I need to bowl, I know it is the crucial overs that I'm going to bowl and I have to contain. So if I talk about my personal goals, obviously fitness is something that all of us are doing at the moment, because as I said, the elite level is something way different. You have to compete there, and you have to be at par, if not better than them, at least be at par. We have to give them a tough fight. So उनकी वहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए मेरे अपने personal goals is my fitness, and other than that is my focus on it. Yeah, that is my mental calmness and relaxation therapies that I'm doing.
Who's your favorite trader?
Well, my favorite is Sophie Divine. Yes, and in Fabric I got an opportunity to speak to her, and she was really good, and she spent at least an hour with me, and then sharing her experiences was something amazing. I love her from the core of my heart.